Danish Faruqi, hi Brad, I applied for asylum in 2017. Our hearing was postponed indefinitely due to COVID. Our work permits were not renewed. I don't know how to proceed. Well, A, renew your work permits. You just have to file for them. And two, if you have a good case for asylum, then I would suggest doing what's called a pre-litigation mandamus and force the government to give you an interview. If you don't have a good case, why would you want an interview? You'd end up in deportation. So I would meet with you and determine whether you have a good case or not. And then if we think you have a winning case, good case means you're going to win, then we do a pre-litigation mandamus and force the government to give you an interview so we can complete it. Jose Beltran, Mr. Brad, good afternoon. I have a question. Let's say you're a victim of crime, you filed for your U visa, and you're waiting. That person does have a criminal record who filed. What's the chances? Depends what the criminal record is. You still have to be admissible to the United States. So if you have something more than a petty offense, it could be a problem. Renee Duncumbe. Hi, Brad. How long can I file my new husband's status change after my first husband application was denied? You can get divorced and refile, remarry, and refile immediately. There's no waiting time. Yvonne Robinson. Hello, Brad. I have a question. If you lost your landing pass and your daughter wants to file, what advice do you have for me? You can go online to get it. You can file an I-102 for a replacement. There's lots of ways to prove that you made a legal entry into the U.S. Years ago, they would even stamp your passport. So if you have to stamp in your passport with the visa, that works as well, too. Let's go to Renee. Can I renew my underage child green card even though she got citizenship through my naturalization? No, you don't renew her green card. She's an automatic citizen. Why would you renew somebody's green card if she's an automatic citizen? Get her a certificate of citizenship. Sunny Javade. Hi, can I get a travel document while my asylum application is pending? Yes. Just don't travel back to the country you're claiming asylum from. Trinity Girls. Hi, Brad. I live in London. How long would it take for me to get my green card? My husband did the I-130 in February. I only got a letter saying they received the application, but nothing since. Assuming your husband's a citizen, about 2 years, start to finish. Katie, 1876, Jamaica. Good day. What are some questions to ask at a VAWA-based green card interview? Ask questions about your good moral character. They ask questions pertaining to the bona fides of your marriage to your abusive spouse, and they ask questions regarding the abuse. And they also ask questions to make sure you're admissible to the United States, that you haven't committed fraud, you don't have criminal records and things of that nature. Gabrielis Klinger Hodge. I have a question. How many sponsors can you have on an IR1 visa case for an affidavit of support? You have your sponsor plus all of the people who live in your sponsor's home. And then you're allowed a second sponsor and all of the people that live in your second sponsor's home. Shwani, Brad, I've been denied N400 2 times because of not having enough time in the country. What is my option? Have enough time in the country now. 30 out of 60 months physically in the United States, 90 days living in the state before you file, and no trip more than 6 months out of the country in the last 5 years. 30 out of 60 months in America, no trip more than 6 months, live in the state where you're filing for 90 days before filing. That's how you do it. Spend the time in the U.S. Leo Caballero. Hello, quick question, sir. I will file the adjustment of status next year after I get married. There was a misspelling in the divorce decree of my ex-wife's maiden name. Will it affect my application? I doubt it. I don't know how bad the misspelling is, but 1 or 2 letters off, I doubt there's an issue. Florence Haas. My husband filed for his 2 unmarried daughters in Jamaica, and he has multiple strokes as a nursing facility. He filed for them in March 2018. Can I, as his wife, continue the process? No, you cannot continue the process. He has to continue it. But God forbid he were to pass and the I-130s were approved and you married your husband before his children turned 18, then you would be able to substitute in. Chris Ramsey, can permanent resident daughter petition for an overstayed parent? No, you have to be a U.S. citizen. Fons Bonitatis, do you have a forecast or hunch when an EB2 will more likely move forward? And by how many months will the cutoff date move forward? I do not have a hunch, unfortunately. I have no hunch whatsoever. You just have to watch the visa bulletin month to month. Yoon Go, I filed my marriage green card. I'm currently on an F1 visa and will graduate soon. How will filing a green card affect my OPT? If you file for adjustment of status, you're no longer on OPT. You have a pending adjustment of status. You have the work permit through OPT. You can use it and keep it. You'll eventually get a new work permit through your adjustment of status. Tony Waya. Hi, Brad. It's 1 month since my case status changed to new card is being produced. I'm yet to receive my green card. Is this normal? What should I do? Wait 120 days. That's 4 months. If you still don't have it, call me. Belson Dower. Anybody recently renewed their refugee travel document? Do you need to return your current document in order to get a new one? The answer is no, you don't have to return it. Thanks for watching. For more Bradshaw Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.